That's bright. Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is Nasiyr Muhammad, here with How to Get into Drama School, and today we will be talking about 5 tips to help your mental health while going through this audition process, because this audition process can be crazy, it can be daunting, and it can just be a total wreck for you emotionally. And today we'll be discussing on how to help with that. Step 5, let it go as soon as you leave the audition room. We as actors, when we leave the audition room, we tend to think about our performances and go, oh man, I wish I could have done this differently. I should have put more inflection on this word. I should have done this movement. Oh, this would have hit more. This would have hit stronger. Let it go, because you'll be thinking about that until you hear back from them, and then you'll be wondering why they didn't call you back. You'll be like, oh my God, what did I do wrong? Did I do this? Should I have done this? Why aren't they calling me back? Or when will they call me back? When I hear something from them? And honestly, if you let it go, that'll take away a lot of stress that you're putting on yourself. And nobody likes to have stress. It's not fun. So let it go, and you should be a lot better. Step 4, be prepared. There is nothing worse than going into an audition room underprepared. 1, because they know it, and 2, you give off signs of anxiety and nervousness because you're underprepared. You mess up words, then you have to restart. They try to give you a note, and then you have to restart all over again because you don't know your stuff that well, or you're not connected with your piece. Be prepared. Know the words front and back. Know them like that. Recite them. You should be able to recite them just like that in your head, so that when they give you a tip, something to help you improve, you can take that tip and be like, okay, that's a good tip. Now channel that and channel it. And if you're not prepared, you won't be able to do that. Trust me. You'll be thinking about, oh shit, what's the next line? Okay, now I have to try to embody this tip that they gave me and think about the next line. You shouldn't have to think about the next line. You should know it. Be prepared. It'll help you. You'll feel a lot more at ease. You'll feel a lot more confident, and it'll be best for everybody. Step number 3. Now, this one might be difficult for some people. It's not for everyone, but I think this would help you tremendously if you implement it. Talk to your fellow auditioning students. This helps out a lot. It eases your tension. Sometimes it can raise tension, because it is a competitive process. So you're like, okay, what does this person have? I'm trying to you're usually trying to judge them, figure them out, see what they have, see if what you have is better. But just talk to them. Ease the tension by talking. And you don't even have to talk about auditioning. Just talk about something random. Talk about how you like their shirts, or what you guys' favorite music is, and just talk about anything random. This will ease the tension so that you're not like a huge ball of tenseness and nervousness. You don't want to be like that for when you go into the room. Now, some people know how to channel those nerves and put them into their pieces, but I'd rather go in the audition room eased and confident enough to just command the whole space. So talking to my fellow auditioning students would ease me. I'd get a couple of laughs from people, and I'd be like, okay, this is a good vibe. Now I'm in a good mood. Now I'm ready to work. Tip number 2, pick good material so that you're not annoyed that you have to do it later. Trust me, this is something that you will have to do over and over and over and over and over again. So make sure you're picking material that you love, that you have no problem performing 20 to 50 times. Because if you audition to a lot of schools and you get called back to a lot of schools, this is a process that'll take a long time, and you will have to keep doing these pieces that you pick over and over again. And if you pick pieces that you're just okay with, you're going to be like, the next couple of auditions, you're gonna feel, oh God, I gotta do these pieces again. Okay, and they're gonna lose that spark that they have. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to give certain schools certain sparks, because it just won't look good. It won't look good for you. So make sure you pick pieces that you are in love with, so you won't feel annoyed having to do them as many times as you will. And last but not least, tip 1. Be able to take rejection. Now, this tip is a lot easier said than done, but you have chosen to be an actor. This career path is met with a lot of rejection. You have to realize that there's so much that goes into casting a role or even putting you in a school. The good drama programs are taking only like 12, maybe 15, maybe even 20 something kids out of hundreds that apply. Out of hundreds that apply, they're cutting their classroom down to 20 at most. So this career is definitely a competitive one. So there will be times where you will be rejected. But it's all about how you take that rejection. Because a lot of people don't make it for the simple fact that they can't stand being rejected so much. And I get it. Being rejected is not the best feeling in the world. You get rejected from a girl, it kind of stings. You get rejected from anything. Really anything. Getting rejected is not the best feeling in the world. But I think it's much better for you to look at rejection as not as a rejection, but as seeing, okay, this is not where I'm supposed to be right now. Maybe there's other options. Maybe I will fit somewhere else. Because when you get rejected from that girl, eventually you'll find a better one, right? You would get rejected from your job. You'll eventually find a place for you at another one, right? It's all about how you look at this stuff. Rejections hurt at the time, yes. Nobody likes to be told no. But a spot will be there for you where you're meant to be. So, being able to take rejection is something that takes a lot of practice, but it'll definitely help you. And it'll definitely help you during this audition process, because everybody has their dream schools in mind, places that they want to be, but maybe they're not the right fit for you. And maybe you'll find the right fit at a school you never expected. Those were my 5 tips on how to sustain your mental health through this audition process. I hope they help you in some way. And I'll see you guys later.